Alright, so to rig a Texas rig, you're going to need a hook, obviously. Specifically a worm hook, because they tend to work the best. And then you're also going to need some sort of soft plastic, whether that's a worm or a swim bait or whatever the heck this is. I don't know what you call it, but it works for all of that. You can use different size hooks. It doesn't really matter. You can use this kind of hook or this kind of hook. Like, size doesn't really matter. But what you do is you take your hook and you take the top of your soft plastic and you stick the hook right down the top, about like a 1/4 of an inch. Then you pull it all the way through, all the way up to the top. That's why worm hooks work the best, because they have that L right there to keep the top in place. And then what you do is you measure it out. So you got to see where the hook would go, and right here would be about the spot. So then what you do is you just hook it straight through the middle, all the way out through, until you push it through, until it comes out the other end, and then you can push it like that. This kind of worm has a little slot right there where the hook slides in to keep it from getting into weeds and stuff. Then that leaves you with this, which is your standard Texas rig. For a complete Texas rig, you're going to need a weight at the top here. It doesn't really matter what kind of weight you have on there, as long as there is some sort of weight. But then if you just leave it like this is called a weightless, which is this, just without the weight. If you were to use a swim bait, it would work about the same. All you do is, same thing, you hook it about, that's a little more than a 1/4 inch, but you just hook it through the top, spin it around, and then push it all the way up to the top, so that you have just the top, and then the rest of your hook down here, it covers up that L. Measure it out, hook it through, and then got yourself a hook, a Texas rig on a swim bait. It works about the same. It's a really common rig to use for soft plastics, and it works really well. And same thing with this, just hook it through a little bit, push it all the way up, and spin it at the same time. I don't know if I said that before, but you have to spin it as you push it up. And then you measure it, put it in about the middle, push it through the other side, and then make sure that the part that sticks on the other side is pretty flush with the bait, so it doesn't catch any weeds. Then you can throw a weight on the top, so it bounces across the bottom of the pond or lake or whatever. And then, or you can just leave it like this, and it still works pretty good. So this is how you rig a Texas rig. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will answer.